Good morning, everyone. First, I'd just like to check that everyone can hear me. Okay. I would like to take a moment of your time to talk about something related to my personal project. When the personal project was first introduced, I knew that I wanted to make my product based on something I was truly passionate about, advocating against the use of child laborers. As a part of social studies, we were all researching a brand that uses child laborers, and I'm sure you've become aware that it is much more common than you would think. And a lot of large multinational corporations use child laborers as a form of cheap labor. Though these children are much more than cheap labor. Currently, there are 152 million children that work as child laborers across the world, and 4.3 million children that are forced into labor, as well as 263 million children that don't have an education. These numbers are staggering and disappointing. Child laborers and child trafficking is an extremely saddening issue. Child trafficking is defined as the action or practice of illegally procuring or relocating children, typically for the purposes of sexual exploitation or forced labor. This must come to an end. Children are forced to work in extremely hazardous conditions, from working in coal mines to working in multinational companies stitching our clothes, working in the scorching hot sun building our homes, selling pens, umbrellas, and games at red lights, working as domestic servants or as a waiter at a restaurant, working longer hours than a 9-to-5 job. I also want to emphasize that we live in a very advanced and urbanized city, where it is extremely unlikely that you will see a child laborer working relentlessly. But I truly want you to understand that this doesn't mean they don't exist. For instance, when we support multinational or even local businesses that endorse the use of child laborers, we are technically endorsing it ourselves. So I request you to open your eyes and try and see the childhoods being robbed as a result of child labor. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they are not being exploited every single day. Today's children are our future. Let's not be a victim of silence. Let's not be the reason we wake up in a worse world tomorrow. These children have lost their voice. Don't be a silent spectator. Be a voice for the voiceless. We need to instigate change, and as individuals must do everything within our capabilities to make a difference. Although in a first world country it can be hard to see the change, it is crucial to do whatever you can. Some simple actions that you can take to help make a difference are: help raise awareness in any manner you deem fit, whether it be simply striking a conversation about the topic or making a social media post regarding it. You can also try to avoid endorsing brands that endorse child laborers. I'm not asking you to make any life-changing, drastic changes in your shopping habits, though I would encourage you to do as much as possible. For example, if you're going shopping and buy 5 shirts from a brand that endorses child laborers, maybe buy 4, if not 3. You can also try to donate to charities and try joining any campaigns, or take part in any events such as the Global March Against Child Laborers. The smallest of acts can make a large difference. A childhood is a right, not a privilege. Please help fight give these children their rights back. Thank you.